expansion has intended.
Look at all the debuffs my Chocobo has. Yay, tribal quests, which take forever to do. Man, the tribal quests have like ridiculous enemies around them. They're so much more annoying than later tribal quests. Alright, so some of our classes from doing tribal quests are now level 45. So I guess that means class quests. Aether Flow Gauge. Limsa's the closest one. Let's go do those quests first. Probably have us going somewhere else anyways. Head to the Marauders Guild for the Scholar quest. Hello, Lala friend. Hey, Alka-Seltzer, how you doing? Long time no see. I haven't even done the 40 quest. Alka-Seltzer looks pleased to see you. How curious that you always come at the most opportune time. 'Tis divine providence almost. Doubly so since we have both been blessed with a chance to refine our respective arts. You see, in your absence, I've been studying a section of the Nemean treatise detailing Marauder fighting techniques. The fundamentals do not differ much from modern methods, but there are slight variations in footwork and grip, as well as the distinctions between the various ranges and the attack best employed when... Forgive me, I lost sight of the more pertinent point. Nemean scholars and Marauders fought side by side, yes? Well, now you and I have opportunities to do the same. A Tonberry has been spotted in Bronze Lake, and the Marauders Guild has been asked to dispatch it. Since Tonberries dwell within the Wanderer's Palace, an ancient Nemean temple recently discovered in the wake of the calamity, there is a strong possibility the creatures have resided there since before the fall of Nim. Do you follow my reasoning? These malevolent creatures may have overrun the temple and claimed it for their own at the height of Nemean civilization. They may have posed a major threat to the ancient people, even. If so, then surely facing one in battle would rekindle the memories of your fairy. Even if I am mistaken, the Tonberry posed a threat to the locals. Moreover, I would very much like to put my newly learned Nemean techniques to the test, so we rendezvous outside the Wanderer's Palace, yes. This guy was having the time of his life, just fucking overpowering. Alright, outer Lenosha we go. Don't gain a superpower. Let's go take a see what's going on at the Wanderer's Palace. It looks like an instance. Yeah, it is an instance. Sure, let's go. Now what's happening? Are we really gonna fight a Tonberry? Scholarly Marauder. Well met. I had only just arrived myself. 'Twas in the vicinity that the Tonberry was last sighted. With luck, it will not have gone far. I look like a fucking jester. Hello, Tonberry. Lantern and a dagger. Look, atop the stairs. Looks like a very scholarly Tonberry. My son, my dear son, at long last. A peculiar Tonberry. The rancor rises, it rises. It comes. That's right, beat up a Tonberry. Don't let it stab you too hard. Tonberry Wanderer. Guess I should get a fairy out. Alka-Seltzer, you're not tanking it very well. Flashed! I feel like this Tonberry's getting his ass kicked. These don't look good. Give myself a hot. Does it give him the hot too? Oh, he's got a bloodbath, he's fine. Do you get the hot? No, you don't. It just takes 2 of these. I guess only 10 potency less. Spirit Dart. Interrupt it. I mean, I feel like I'm winning this hit point battle. Oh, that it? That's it. Beat up a Tonberry and all the slimes that it makes. Rarg! No, don't! Tonberry friend! What are you doing? Move, damn you! Tonberry's feeling better. No, run away! Confound it all! What's wrong, fairy? Why you block? Encounter with the Tonberry has rekindled the fairy's memories. Bah, what happened? I thought you could control her. I apologize. I know you'd only just begun to work with the fairy. Some disobedience is to be expected. Axemaster Runezone will be disappointed, but there is naught we can do. The Tonberry is long gone. Let us return to Limsa. Alright. All done. I want to get my skills before I go into Desinel Darkhold. Hey-yo! Permit me to apologize. Second time earlier, I was flustered and not myself. And after the Tonberry's escape, I completely overlooked our accomplishments. We confirmed the viability of new tactics and prove that a scholar and marauder working in tandem is a force to be reckoned with, would you not say? And correct me if I'm mistaken, but your fairy regains some of her memory, yes? With that in mind, I feel comfortable claiming that this was a worthwhile endeavor. However, would you try and gain greater mastery over your minion? I would hate for a repeat of that incident. Alright. Just some experience. Next one has news which should be of great interest to you. Good to see you. I have made yet another discovery which pertains to you and your scholarly arts. I've come into possession of several ancient engravings, including some which show the traditional raiments of Nemean scholars. In fact, the extraordinary detail of these illustrations, coupled with the information gleaned from other sources, was sufficient to deduce their design. At present, it's impossible to say how historically accurate my designs are. That is why I propose we enlist the aid of yours as preeminent artisans so that we might recreate these garments. Should they prove sufficiently authentic, I expect your fairy will regain more of her missing memories. In the hands of preeminent weavers, say Master Riddle Rose of Sunsilk Tapestries, this information should be sufficient. But you cannot journey to Ulda until you have gathered the leaves of a direwort. My text explicitly mentioned that the plant's pigments were used to dye Nemean uniforms. Unless direwort is much rarer than it was in the days of yore, it can only be found in the fog fens now. Unless you think I mean to make you do all the work, worry not. While you scour Mordona for the plant, I will contact Master Rose and convince him to help, though I doubt it will require much effort. Making me go to more donuts. I believe the 45 quest gives you the class set, doesn't it? Because, you know, I need more things clogging up my armory. Chocobo keep. Oh, make me go all the way over there. Be sneaky. John Cena my way through here. This looks like it's gonna start a fight. Alright, what do we have to deal with? Monsters. Whoa. I don't have an AoE. That's a big bad breath. Energy drain. Energy drain. Energy drain. When do I learn the art of war? Alright, did I get myself some good bud? Direwort shrub. The shrubbery. And over to Ulda we go. This looks close. Time to weave me some better garments. Weave me a wone? Hey dude. I suppose you do have a rather scholarly air about you. I've been expecting you. Have you the leaves in Elkazolka's designs then? Yes. Here you go. Well learned and well dressed. Make some classy new armor. Crafting rings that have not been seen in 1500 years. This is indeed a daunting challenge. But it is one I suspect I'll enjoy a great deal, for rare is the day a weaver revives ancient fashion. I shall begin at once. You may observe if you like, but be aware that it will be a lengthy process. I mean, I'm a level 50-something weaver. Of course I'm interested. It has been some time since I labored with such intensity. I adhered to Elkazolka's designs as best as I could, though there were certain aspects I felt compelled to change, as lack of familiarity with textiles and weaving led to what I can only assume are errors. You will note that I could only complete the... This is because the other garments require skills which I do not possess. Mistress Serendipity and Game of the Goldsmiths and Leatherworkers Guilds respectively can provide the finishing touches up to the remaining pieces. But you are unaware that I could not craft the full set by myself, weren't you? Very well, I shall send word to them on your behalf. You will need only visit each guild and present to them my unfinished work. Okay. By the way, like my jester's hat? Culotte story, bro. My armory space. Hello. Greetings. Red said that you'd be along shortly, so let's see that mortarboard. There you go. You're gonna craft stuff for me too, and it's not gonna fit in my inventory. It shouldn't take long. Wait here for a moment. Why does it take long for you, but it takes forever for the other dude? Oh, I guess it was design shit. I mean, I'm a pretty good goldsmith. I should be able to make it myself, right? It does promise amazing what difference a mithril tassel can make, isn't it? Wear it with pride. Now off you go, and be sure to enjoy your time in Gridania. So enthusiastic, you never expect that she's the one who's being sexually harassed here. Oh, now that's a scholarly hat. And all the way to Gridania. Help me with some armor, please. The person who doesn't give a shit. The woman who would single-handedly revive the scholar arts. Alright then, show me what you got. These. Please make. Mr. Rose's work is marvelous, as to be expected. This will be a pleasure. One time not being a tool. pretty round knife. There you go, one pair of fingerless buffalo leather gloves, perfect for the scholar who prefers that her protection does not come at a cost to dexterity. Oh, the boots? ABELIE will see to those. He's an expert cordwainer? The heck is that? So you wouldn't needn't worry about the quality. Besides, I've already spoiled you by making your gloves for free. Cordwainer, a shoemaker who makes new shoes from new leather. Please make my booties. Yeah, the scholar, yes, I've been instructed to assist you. If you would please let me see Master Rose's work. Here you go. Craftsmanship is amazing. I cannot wait to get started. New boots. Here you are, made from the finest boar and buffalo leather in accordance with Alka's designs, which are very impressive, I must say. He must be dying to see the completed set. I know I would be. Had I gone to such great lengths, you ought to surprise him by wearing the garments when next you meet him. All right. Insufficient armory space. So much gear. How do I look, Alka-Seltzer? Your designs are fabulous. By the gods, I feel as though I've been transported backwards through time. You're the very image of the naming scholars of Eld. Well, minus the gown, but still, never in my wildest dreams did I think it would turn out this well. Huh, I guess you approve as well, little one. Suffice to say, we can consider this a great success. Hooray! Do I get another 45 quest? I do, don't I? Yes. Because I have to learn to illustrate things. Which is to propose another way you might rekindle your fairy's memories. I forgot to mention that while I was awaiting your return, I made considerable progress with the deciphering of the Nimian tablets. Much of what I had learned until now has pertained to the roles of scholars in the military. However, these latest texts offer insight into a scholar's activities during times of peace. As you can imagine, they were not the sort to let their restorative magics go to waste. One particularly strong account describes their selfless efforts to combat the spread of the virulent plague which at one point threatened to engulf all of Nim. Naturally, they did so with the aid of their fairies, which is why I believe that similar acts of charities may serve to further awaken your winged companion. If you're of mind to test my theory, why not journey to Camp Bronze Lake? You will find no shortage of the sick and wounded there. Rukusa Farusa would doubtless welcome your services were you to offer them. He presides over the warm wine sanatorium, so be sure to have a word with him if you decide to go. Alright. Hello, other Lala. Hello and welcome to Bronze Lake. If you desire treatment, pardon, you wish to administer treatment? Are you even qualified to? Wait, you must be Monica, the scholar. We're happy to accept any assistance you can provide. I'm told you possess magic that can cleanse the body of toxins, impurities, and maladies. At the present, we have 5 patients visiting Springs who would benefit from this care. Pray attention to these individuals and return to me when finished. Do I gotta cast Asuna? Yep, cast Asuna. Long range Asuna. You okay there? My lungs, I can breathe again, bless you! You need help. Oh, what the? Why'd you go and do that? Ah, bugger, now they'll take me wine away. We Asuna! You've set me free, I no longer feel his eyes upon me. Oh, okay. Someone had a fucked up curse on them. Oh. Like, this is what was wrong. So I have some energy drains. Need to find more people that need Asunaing. What's this warmth? Did you do that? I thank you, whoever you are. And one more. Asuna! You okay, buddy? What did you do? You took something from me. Something bad. I don't know what you did, but I'm glad you did. Thank you. Is that something bad gonna pop out? Yep. Something bad gets its ass kicked. Thanks for all the heals, fairy. All done. Incredible, absolutely incredible. What you did for those patients was nothing short of miraculous. The commanding officer will be pleased to hear that they can return to active duty. You and Alka-Seltzer will have my deepest thanks. Chores done. That's a lot of chores for the scholar. You all happy now, my Lala friend? Rukusa Farusa tells me that your potent magic exceed all expectation. Yup. Had a good time, did you? I thought you might. It warms my heart to see the two of you making such great strides, and it reminds me that I must work harder to see that I am not left behind. Further on, I will resume deciphering the Nimian tablets, though they have yielded an immense quantity of information in the scholarly arts. I remain confident that they contain an equally impressive wealth of tactical information. But now I learn a new superpower. It illustrates how good I'm becoming. Single target heal, high potency, uses your Aether Flow Sacks. Knowledge of a new art. Alright, come back at level 50, the last quest. I mean, there's also things going on up here. Curious Gorge goes to Wineport. Hi, Curious Gorge. What have you got for me? New superpower? Mithril Tempest. Curious Gorge would share with you a shocking revelation about his tribe's past. Hello again, my friend. It is quite obvious that you have been anything but idling training since last week. Your progress in heart is heartening to look upon, truly, but it also serves to remind that with each hour I spend poring over ancient texts is an hour not spent honing my skills. Our freedom worth on the battlefield is diminishing by the day, yet I'm certain that my studies of the Chronicles will yield something of use. In fact, just last night I discovered how the warriors of my tribe came to be shunned by the outside world. Upon witnessing my people's prowess with the axe, the armies of the city-states began to incorporate similar techniques into their own training regimens. These are the self-same techniques that I have been instructing you in, ones which call upon the inner beast. The consequences, of course, were dire. Yes, their soldiers became not unstoppable, but they also became wholly uncontrollable, and both friend and foe fell prey to the ensuing carnage. Of course, the heads of the city-states laid the blame for these atrocities solely at the feet of my kind, promptly banning the ancient art and imprisoning anyone suspected of teaching it, or so the chronicles say. What I find hard to grasp, though, is that never once during my training did my brother hint at this dark history, nor have I myself ever seen one of my tribes succumb to the rage that the chronicles describe. Could it be that tales are mere falsehoods, stories concocted by some long-forgotten enemy who would poison our heritage and befoul our tribe's name? Who in their right mind would seek to sully something so pure? And what my answer is simply bow their heads and suffer so that my people would be so weak, so utterly bereft of pride, is inexplicable. I refuse to believe it. It matters not if these claims are groundless. If they prompted my tribe's art to fade to obscurity, and the damage has already been done. While I for one will not turn a blind eye to this injustice, none of my people will give the lie to the stories that have so tarnished our reputation. It shall have to be me. But once again I lose myself in mystery and forget the present. If you recall, I spoke to my former comrade from the company of heroes and the great woolly beast we have been pursuing. The beast remains on the loose, and to toss upon the salt on the wound, fell creatures that appear to be its minions have been wreaking havoc on the innocent residents of Wineport. Were you not to succeed in quelling the threat, surely the people would see the warriors are no fearsome beasts, but valuable allies. And together we will win back our proud name. Now let us away to Wineport to meet with the captain of the militia. We're here to help. Oh, what's going on here? What kind of shenanigans? Hello, my friends. Wineport is much obliged for your aid. The fiends come relentless, and what few able-bodied men we have find ourselves hopelessly overmatched. Indeed, the western gates have been so besieged that we are currently left without any man defense. Leave the defense to us, my good man. I will secure the western gate. Big Marauder, Mini Marauder. You defend the town from the east. Together we will form a bulwark that not a single fiend can penetrate. Once the enemy has been driven back, we return here to back up the captain. Got it, Monica? Alright, bye guys. Smoky destination. Alright, what are we fighting here? Some sort of... whoa. This calls... whoa. AoEs. Critical. Critical. All the fire breaths. All done here? Nope, not done. More. Stun. And crossfire. Alright, now are we done? Nope, not done yet. Alright, now are we done? Now we're done. Where's the big man at? Is he not back yet? And thank you for all you're safe. We have need of your skills yet. I just heard a scream and I fear that one beast might be loose within the village. Come with me. Uh-oh, what's going on? Concerning music. Run away! Get axed. Angry axe person. You monster, get away, get away. Monster, but I... Come no closer. I beg of you. I must return to the falls. Alright, depressed axe dude. It's like your inner beast is debuffing you. Whoever's gone into Curious Gorge. Just really fought like a man possessed, but to mistake him for the very beast he hunts. He thinks the child's parents have been feeding her a few too many ghost stories for her own good. We're not friend. I'll speak to villagers and clear up this most unfortunate misunderstanding. Do return to the falls and assure Curious Gorge that Wineport is indebted to him for his aid. Right, head over here. Quest people being far from Aetherites? Kind of annoying, really. Hey friend, are you okay? You feeling better? For me for leaving so abruptly early. It was a hasty reaction to a situation for which I was completely unprepared. Both you and I know that I was in complete control of my inner beast. I now realize that to the layman's eye it may have seemed that, well, the opposite was true. It was this very misapprehension that lent weight to the lies which led to my tribe's disgrace, and if that is the case, then perhaps I should return once more to the Chronicles and endeavor to reassess their message in light of this discovery. Speaking of light, your soul crystal. It sparkles. Does the soul of the warrior have aught to reveal to you? Any whispers of import? If only they hadn't forsaken me as they did my brother. Yes, well, I suppose that is that. I must continue my studies and you your training. I hope to have something new for both of us very soon. Until then, my friend. Until then, learn a new superpower. Learn to Spinaroonie. Mithril Tempest. And combo action Overpower. Better AoE. And Spinaroonie! Spinaroonie! Head out to Gridania, do some white mage things, and some summoner things. So we have to get some stylish new clothes. We should share with you your thoughts on dealing with Tristan. That was good to see. I'm afraid I have yet to ascertain Tristan's ultimate objective. I only know that he is cunning and brutal and will stop at nothing to achieve his purpose. As matter stands, when we chase after this man's shadow. Such a straightforward pursuit will, I believe, leave us ever one step behind. Our sole advantage is the treasure we possess that Tristan appears to covet. Eventually his desire will bring him to us. When Tristan will strike, I cannot say, but it is unlikely to be on a field of our choosing. Thus, let's just prepare for this inevitable conflict as best we can. As fortune would have it, the ruins of Mordona may have provided us with a new source of strength. Word among the suns is that a set of evokers' attire has been unearthed. Made during the reign of the Allegan Empire, these enchanted garments were sewn for the exclusive use of summoners. I can only imagine the degree to which they will enhance your already impressive powers. The man's surprising excavation efforts at St. Coinicius find Rambros is a dear friend of mine. In light of our circumstances, I am certain that he will consent to a request that you be allowed to don the attire. Shall we pay him a visit? Alright. We will do white mage things too. Hi, racist. Well, you're not racist. Just your bro is. Send you on a pilgrimage? Command of white magic has advanced considerably. Yes, the time draws near. Let's begin our preparations for the quieting. And as truth, the ritual is no different from the acts of pacifying that you have already performed. The difference lies only in the difficulty of effort. The Great One possesses a power unfathomably more immense than the elementals you have communed with thus far. Power so immense that a mage might be easily overwhelmed by the sheer force of its will. To prevent such a catastrophic fate, our tradition decrees that a special garb must be donned before performing the ritual. I prepared for you these pieces, but I fear they will not avail you in their current state, so as that I would send you on a journey. I trust you know the story of Utawakant. Rare among the Pagels, he left the forest behind to travel the realm, healing the land and his people. As tribute to his wanderlust, after he passed, his ashes were divided among several urns, which were in turn carried to the far reaches of the realm. And it was there, in the distant land, that the great mage so loved that his ashes were buried and monuments erected in his honor. You are to go on a pilgrimage to these sites and receive the blessings of your forebear. Only then will the garb I've gifted you be imbued with his divine powers. Mind you, you will find that these places are not as welcoming as they might have been in Master Etowa's time. The first site is on the shores of western Lenosia, and a place now feared as the Serpent's Tongue, home to a band of vile pirates. The next is to be found in Mordona, in that overgrown labyrinth of roots and vines so affectionately known as the Tangle. I'd hope that Master Etowa's ashes have survived those most oppressive environs. The third site I would have you visit is perhaps the most treacherous location of the lot. Ron's Push in northern Thanland, a stone's throw from an Imperial stronghold. I urge you to exercise extreme caution. Is that like a level 49 area? I should probably do the main story, because it should be bringing me to more donuts soon. Alright, Pierre Mons wants to share with you what he knows of the two fugitives. They're prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garlands who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness in order to alert our forces. I returned to my post. to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. It only marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area map, you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Footprints. One big boy and one Lala's. And then once I get the Levs over there, and once I turn in all this gear for extra experience, once all that is done, then I can get rid of anything that's like, I want to say level 40, up to eye level 50, because everybody's class set would be better. So all 45 to 50 gear I can probably desynth. Also, looks like I need you for something. For Arcanist 47. More footprints in the snow. It takes a long time to survey them. You're really examining the footprints. More footprints. Hiding. Yo, surprise. Hello, Lala. So cold, I want to go home. Hello. Surprise. Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Hi. It's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The gunners are snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell's bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw thrice, and when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Yep, found one of your slaves. Tracked down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now, what of Biggs? What of Biggie Biggs? I see what hardly surprised me that the big fella went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. We scoured the area surrounding the dark hole, but have nothing to show for it. Anyway, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west, with both Yuna and Stola helping out. I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Darhope, was that Master Garland you spoke with? Yes, it was. After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now. Let's go to the Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Alright, going west through the icy cold river. These guys favor the monsters too much. They're very biased. Hooray, made it to a new friendly place. Hey, ABELIE. I believe I can fly. Well met and welcome, Venture. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Lala seeks sanctuary. Your steamer companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself up by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are you feeling now then? Stay as long as you need. Thanks, Wend. Same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you had a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Okay. All done. Alright, now where's Sid? Making their way here yet? Sup, Wedge? He's gravely concerned for his missing companion. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold with Garlands on his heels. He took the enemy away for my sake, but now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again. You think you can search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Alright, interview the people. A Rogadin gentleman dressed in the same manner as companion? I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think for a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make the suggestion not only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap you elected to pass a spy. Alright, heading down south. Into the cave with level 48 plasma. Oh, this looks bad. What's going on down here? Whoa. That guy got fucked up. These plasmoids are dangerously close. Don't AoE and hit them by accident. Huh, nothing else here? Report to Wedge. Didn't find much up there. Were you able to learn anything? Not in this area? Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Guildleve away from me. Or within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? Alright, well, let's keep looking for him. We're determined to find Biggs. Oh, one big happy family! And Wedge is so excited. Notorious Biggs. B-I-G-G-S. We can't give up. I'm going to find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. Must be someone in this tower can help us, even if they can only tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen and hurry. Biggs' chance to start will go slimmer by the moment. And check up the stairs. Ride our bike inside of a tower like always. I feel like this is like really rude. Do you know anything? Ignace? Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? He's not to be found around here in the vicinity of the Darkhold that is possibly made for Whitebrim. To reach him, one must travel through Danafin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. I took a tumble? Kind of like this. Whee! Ow! Hey, there's a handy road going up here. Oh, that looks like an instance. Oh, hi, Stola. Also, can you fuck off? Go away. Go away. Thank you. Anyways, you found something? Hello! Yes, they found something. That sounds like a lot of enemies appearing. Ours are to take you back dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? And he's a pugilist. Why don't you come and find out, tin head? I like how she's like doing the exact same stance. I'm ready to fight too. Well, that you're here, the situation is grave. Big's in a bad way. We need to do something right now. How about we kick all their asses? He will perish if we delay. With me. Hooray, ass kicking time. He's like, oh, I thought he was just like, oh, I'm just kidding. He's not alone. Kill them all. How about I fuck you up? Oh, I feel like these guys are kind of weak. Yeah, okay, I feel like these guys are really kind of weak. Oh, more people. Ah, jerk. He drills me. AoE. AoE. Ow! I just literally take 2 hits. Killed everything. Duty complete. Biggs is safe. You're welcome, Biggie Biggs. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... Let's take you to safety. It's been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. I happen to know this tower. Monumental Tower, you say? Very well. And I shall bear him there with all haste. So we'll be so happy to see Big Smudge again. Oh, I love reunions. Is that where we're headed next? Hey, Wedge, we found him. Reunion. The gang's all here? I can't thank you enough, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. No problem, Onion Head. Oh, don't mention it. We are family, are we not? Oh, yes, it's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe a lot of you my life, and you saved Wedge's too. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Your master's here. Biggs, Wedge, God, it's good to see the two of you again. Alright, you guys, hug. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in flesh. When Elfina told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? We had struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Guardians get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted aught amiss on the horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of the Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Guardians came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics of the kind used by the assholes. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't really say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfili and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald. Much to our dread, we knew if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. In the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captures. The rest, as I say, is history. good job, bros! If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That will have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Since having the time of his life with his friends. Sorry, slaves. Thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions on my mind, but the answers can wait. And Philly and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! Hooray! Alright, now where are we going? Coming to my castrum. Sid wants to prepare a strategy to rescue Phil and the other scions. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Phil and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let's convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Alright, take the path east and south, or just teleport there. We made it. Hey, Slaffborn. How you doing? New friend? Looks like a new friend to me. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The Stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen around the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get in without 100 yalms of the walls undetected. The Gallians are alerted to our coming. We cannot know what they will do to Minfield and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. Well, like the Street Fighter player? But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Well, I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye, we disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. First we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of magic tech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Irwins would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glamunt. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he will want to be of aid. You know, and I will go to reconnoiter at Garland activity at the Stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, you know, are there ever times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing of not enthused, and you're beginning to remind me of Papalamo. Alright, well, while you guys are off reconnoitering, there are a lot of quests here. Hey, Glamunt. Looking for Glamunt, are you? Well, you found him wherever you are. You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry and you need my help? Heh, someone tells me we're gonna get along just fine. Sweet, new friend. Still 44s would like to aid you in your mission to rescue the captured scions. Some of your friends at Castrum Sentry want for rescue. That Slapmore knows me too well. Now you can count on my help. I've got a score set with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Horse Sons. What about me? Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity might right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you can confirm beyond the shadow of doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out? You ask. By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming from the Stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, you can eavesdrop on some of that happens within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we will move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going, Godspeed! This is Crafting Central of ARR. Alright, but I do have to do Decimel Darkhold. I guess I should get that out of the way. You can't duty support it. I have to go with people. I hope I don't get the tank that runs and pulls everything, because usually if I was at like, what was it, 47? And I had good enough gear at 47% down, I could probably heal that, because that first pull, if you pull wall to wall, it's kind of hard to heal. I feel like if I was just completely spamming Adlo, it still wouldn't be enough. Pretty crystals! This one, stand in the dark stuff. Don't take that much damage. Whee! I'm the only Lala. I'm a scholarly Lala. Alright, let's summon my Fwen. Let's get an Adlo on you. Let's see how much you're gonna pull. We'll dot some of that shit up. Okay, gonna stop here. I don't have an AoE at this level. That eye comes along, does the AoE, and if you're not standing in here, it does like 1,000 damage to everybody. Alright, he recognizes that I'm a new player. A new player that DPS's. Like, I wish I could AoE at this level. Stand in the don't take much damage zones. Stand in here. Open up that shit. Tank's not actually taking very much damage. Explosion! Ow! Alright, first boss. Stand in the non-danger zone. Watch him disappear. And reappear. Right, turn him away. He does a forward gaze attack. See? This guy's getting fucked up. Nice try, idiot. Alright, I believe this blue stuff does disappear. Should be pretty irrelevant. This boss is pretty much dead. Nice attack, nerd. That's rude. Yeah, see, there we go. That stuff disappeared. I can't take him in the second one, but he's pretty much... Oh, he's invincible. Ow. This stuff would really be an upgrade. Should have my class set if I'm doing this space, which is eye level 50, and this is 46. Alright, these enemies actually hit pretty hard. If you can heal like the wall to wall pull, boss to boss pull, you can clear this place in like 6 minutes with a good group. Let's use Swift Cast Adlo. I think DPS looks okay in this group. It's at least average. Alright, boss that stones throwing it throw stones at everybody. I won't need my Aether Full for healing, will I? It should be fine. Maintain one just in case. I have a hot on everybody. Everyone's fine. It's getting pelted with rocks. That rocks. Fairy's like, I got this. Easy. Time to stand in danger stuff. Everyone's got a hot. They'll be fine. Alright, let's go play in danger stuff. Danger stuff. Ow. More danger. Oh, I do have Art of War. It's like fucking idiot. Didn't even see it there. Oh, it's level 46. I just got it. That's why. I can AoE now. Alright, big bad boss that goes to crystals. Spider-Man. 2 big fucking swords. Tank Buster. Crystal. Ah, that's an AoE. Don't have emergency tactics yet. One more crystal. Fired at me. Ah. Shadow puddles. Alright, get fucked, Batman. Level up! Bye! Did it! Hooray! Suddenly gear. And triple triad card. Hooray, first time done. And player comms. And level 47. You know what else I should do? I still have to finish the guild Hess. Gotta do ward up. Oh, this is gonna be a disaster, isn't it? Might as well go back to Maelstrom Command. For your rank up needs. Welcome back. Word of your success has already reached us. If anyone deserves a plenitude of storm seals and recognitions, it's you. The House Desmond Knights spoke most highly of the outcome. This will go far to improve the Maelstrom's reputation in Ishgard. Rest assured that your spears will heal directly from one of your efforts. At this rate, it won't be long until you have a shiny new rank to show for yourself, I'd wager. Be strong and be safe, till sea swallows all. Thanks. Alright, what do I need for a promotion now? For this, you must receive the express endorsement. Alright. So you have fulfilled all the commander's requirements. Without further ado, I shall make the necessary arrangement for your promotion. You're currently Storm Sergeant First Class. To qualify for Chief Storm Sergeant, you must fulfill the following requirements. I mean, I can do that. Rank up. Oh, I'm being recognized. Cutscene. In the name of I hereby appoint you to the rank of Chief Storm Sergeant. By this promotion, you're now eligible to undertake a wider range of company levs. May you ever serve the best interests of Limsilims until sea swallows all. Yay! 47. Oh, is this is Orm Vale, isn't it? Give me an opportunity to raise your standing in the Maelstrom. Alright. You have the shining example of your two film members of the Maelstrom. Time and time again, you have risen to the call. Today, I would give you the opportunity to add to your growing list of accomplishments. In return for battle chocobos provided to us, the Holy See has petitioned our aid in purging the cavern known as the Orm Vale of its most foul inhabitants. Our contact from Ishgard, Sir Williamus, will apprise you of the particulars of the mission upon your arrival. Let's go back to the donuts. You can't see me. All the marbles. Epitaph to Discovery. It is time to pray. Your garb is now blessed with the power of Atawakan. Healer's boots. Getting tangled up in here. Well, that's gonna be monsters. I'm gonna bard it up. What's going on here? Whoa. Hoochie goes there. Is that it? Investigate the drainage pipe. What's going on here? The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What the captive does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be deaf-mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Ellison gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spell gibberish. I do wonder, why is that Terminus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystic power, like the kind of beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're still curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus himself? As well try to Tonberry. I like my head where it is. Thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footballs go fainter and all is silent. However, we have things to do. Alright guys, please kill them all together. Remember, watch out for one becomes invulnerable. No, there's the one that's invulnerable. Alright guys, stop DPS. Guys, please. They're all vulnerable now. Quick, kill them. Good. Extra experience. Hooray. Alright, and this is the last one. So this is, you fight as a group of 8. Your first raid. Average wait time more than 30 minutes. This could be a while. Dang it. Look at all the debuffs my chocobo has. Anyways, head all the way back. Oh, hi Alphanol, how you doing? It's just good to see you again. I've given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? Some feeling the others are indeed at Castrum Center. Their presence thus confirmed we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work. As Alpha has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. Just as unchanged, we disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Lamont is looking into ways to procure a suit of magic armor. In the meantime, I need your sense for some preparations of my own. I feel the others are counting on us, Monica. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Alright. Jumps to 46? Sid requires your assistance for his rescue preparation. While Glamont goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Perforce communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Just don't be surprised if we run into a few. And he has extra stuff. Acting the part. Imperial salute. He wants you to practice the part of Imperial Trooper. Alright. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan is to have you enter Castrum all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as I say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Alright, let's start doing chores. Napa Tayun. Team would like you to help her teach a lesson. Woe betide any wavekin that stands between a scholar and her research. The Crystal Tower is more than my chosen field. It is a passion. That a structure of such magnitude could appear overnight on the heels of the calamity? The 5 years since, its mysteries have resisted my patient courtship. But I will wear down its modesty, or my name is not Nipatayun. You know of the crystallized plain to the west of Revenant's Toll, do you not? All my research to date points to an important discovery made in that glittering expanse, likely the key to the tower itself. And yet I am unjustly barred from a close look at those crystals by Nixes. Now I understand, do you not? They must die, those Nixes. I will not suffer them to keep me from penetrating the secret of the tower. What do you need, Guildleve? Seeks an extra pair of hands. There's a ruined camp to the west of here. You know the place? What I do is to recover what I can from the site and bring it back here. The guild's good and the work's well, but I'm feeling a bit done in, to tell the truth. I could use a little help. If you're looking for some honest work, use a sledgehammer to break the rocks in the crates and bring back a few of the boxes inside. Say 3. Break the locks on the crates. And bring back a few of the boxes inside. Alright. Suddenly, quest things. Kakamei. According to Kakamei, there is work and ready coin to be had from the sons of St. Koinach if you would but present yourself there. Sure. I hear that you get around. I'll adventure myself. The name's Kakamehi. Well, we can't all have an interesting name like yours. Look, I can cut you into something fair if you're interested. This camp set to the east by here, an outfit called the Sons of St. Koinach. Scholarly types, you know, studying the, what do you call it, Allegan Empire. It's apparently some sort of ancient civilization. Talk to a fellow called Razzle Dazzle there, and he'll have something for you. Good folks, them. Tell him I sent you. That's definitely a Lala name, too. Villagers of Revenant's Toll have an initiation rite involving smelly seedkin, a proud tradition that only Agenbold appears to know about. I speak for the confraternity of adventurers who call Revenant's Toll home. Take heed, we have a common foe, a hated enemy, a fierce adversary, and its name is Morbol. You hate this enemy? Does your heart yearn to slay it? Then do so, sister. Go and slay 3. This is the rite of passage. If you were to be part of Revenant's Toll, we must know. So do you ring true? All I know is that their breath stinks. Oh, well, this is definitely going to have an enemy on it, isn't it? Use that pickaxe. Ooh, Nixes. You jerk. Jerk! Leave me alone. Don't make me triple hit you. This is a sledgehammer one. What is going on here with that Nix? Nix that idea. Hammer time. Get some abandoned supplies from you two. More Nixes. I'm guessing this is more Nixes. Annoying! Now, triple Nix this time. Alright, they've been nixed. And use this. Play more enemies. Am I really not hitting this one? 5 locations? This is gonna be a while. I hope they don't all have those little electric dudes. Okay, good. This one's definitely going to have it, though. Oh, just one. Not hard to kill. There's one around here, too. Where the heck is this one? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Climb all the way up here. No, fuck you, Nix. Alright, more bulls. Time when you use the wrong song. Oh, damage. Barrage does some ridiculous damage. Berserker Barrage. John Cena. Alright, what's going on here? Bully some enemies, and then observe. And do we just watch some people saluting? Also, Yar, pirate cap. Salute. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. Must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Got it. Sweet, I know how to salute now. Hey Sid, wait, I'm not at 46 yet. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. There you go. Yes, 4 of those crystals should suit our purposes, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks. Done? Yeah, I can still turn in even though I wasn't quite at 46. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? Yes. No, best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Yeah, well, the emote Imperial Salute. Imperial Salute. Hooray! Hey, Sark Malark. What kind of name is Sark Malark? Mended Imperial Pothelm and Short Robe. Oh, good. Stuff from my inventory that I don't have room for. We should help you acquire the disguises you need for your rescue mission. And you're called Monica Darkstar. Yes, I have heard of your plight from my friend Glamont. As a fellow adventurer and son of Erosia, both I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Center, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort of whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you would need via traditional means from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. Alright, murder time. Fortified area before Castrum Center never relaxed for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. When I finish turning in here and helping the people. You already saw the Nexus has been barely, after all. I am still quite flushed from my outburst earlier. They were dead era. Rich had cooled? Well, that's quite lovely. They had it coming, those hoppers. The Crystal Tower is still foremost in my mind, but adventurers may bear some stunning too. Perhaps as a side project? That will be more of an experimental research. I shall find you a blood pact to sign. Weirdo. Alright, that's all you needed help with? How about you? You find the crates? Good. Let's jump found inside. Here, set some supplies! I'd be ashamed of myself for hiring another to do my own job, but there's no counseling myself. It makes me a heart sore to go there. The calamity made it thus. In case you didn't already know, that was Camp Revenant's Toll, a hub for venturers. Many a merry day might have spent there. 'Twas my abode at the crossroads. Never put much mind to the name of these parts until the calamity, but Revenant's Toll, not exactly a lucky sort of name. I wish to the 12 that they had changed it to something else when they built this new camp. It wearies me as all, going there and sorting through the mess. Sometimes I come across something I know well, and it weighs on my heart. Alright, this is depressing. Looking brighter-eyed than when you last saw her. Going was ready to do a little more money-making. Don't get me wrong, there is more to these parts than just nasties and sad memories. I was on a mud puppy run myself before I took the salvage job, and now I am to reap twice as many livers. What's it for? Fisticking for the old touch trap, of course. Mud puppy liver fetches a pretty price on the market. As pretty as the petticoats that's the cause of the demand, I'd wager. Here, how about I give you a little hand? You give me a little hand. I'm still a little done in. It'll be worth the guild to have someone else helping me. You can fetch 5 livers, can't you? Hear you, the Morbals are slain and Monka's passed the first test of adventurers. What, you didn't think it would just be one test, did you? Next trial's by combat. Face our nemesis, the enemy, to sing our threnody, the foe to tag our big toe. See you place the mark on your map. Return alive, sister. Demanding. I jumped from 44 quests to 46. I remember there being a little jump in level. Just couldn't remember where it was. I thought it was like at level 48. You're getting tripled. And to live or to die. I'm making a delivery. I shall do the 45 Bard quest. Continue the murder. I like how I shot that dude's friend and he's just ignoring it. Ah, paralysis of none of that. I need a lot of what is it, uniforms. Would you like a triple shot? He's like, ow, there goes half my life. This guy's hopping around. Done. Let's go invisible. Make our way through the tangle again. Entangling with this place. Well, that's really inconvenient. Fine if you insist. Whoa, okay. It's been more than I bargained for. Alright, it's just you now. It's like my hit points. You're getting tripled soon. Boop. Dots wearing out. Let's give you a new set of dots. The plasmoid over here is like, I'm not helping. When it's just one, it's pretty easy. Oh, it's suddenly not one anymore. His friends returned. His friends are like, is our boss getting his ass kicked? We'll just hang out here. Did it. It's like, alright, can I do my quest now? Please and thanks. Big Morbol. Breathe over here so you're not hitting my chocobo. Did it. That all I had to do? We can go back now. New gear. Still waiting in the queue. Probably won't get in. Alright, Sark Malark. Well done. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes. Look at all this. Damage that's suspected in their present condition. I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired if ever... Fortunately, the blacksmith Egenolf at the Diamond Forge in Rona's House of Splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. First sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. Is my trial finished? And the fearsome Moorbolger falls to the newest brave of the Revenant's 12 Adventurers Guild. Welcome to the confraternity! Seriously, how'd you kill that thing? Something else. They say it started off as an escaped pet. Guess that's what you get when spoiled, rotten meets red in tooth and claw. That thing slew more adventurers with its charnel breath than a whole parade of gigas. Not that I want you to dead exactly, understand, but folk have been known not to come back. Well, that's all in the past, eh? You're one of Renament's 12 adventures now. Death to more bulls! Materia! More quests. Got your stuff too. How did you like the fog fans? Free leechings every day of the year. But you got the livers, didn't you? Yes, here you go. There's a slimy gold, nicely cut. Here's your gill. You didn't try to eat the mud puppies, did you? Don't. Poisoned or muddy, they're the only... These are the only flavors? Ew, do they work? Oh, lassie, everything works and nothing's good enough for them. That's got the kind of gill to spend on such things. Alright, you have more chores. Well, I have chores to do in here. Hello. So the adventurer Sir Malark sent, are ya? I've been waiting for you, now let's see what you got for me. Damaged goods. Please repair. I see. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, your friend Sark Malark, a favorite too, took good care of old Egenolf back in the days when I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? I wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he's always felt the adventurer's life calling him. But here, I'll go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Egenolf will have your gear looking good as new. Fashionable. All done. And there we have it. Won't do much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sarkmark my regards, will ya? Bye. Riding my bike in the building. What's up, Sark? Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, take a look. Yes, he'll serve beautifully. The great Egenolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs should even fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in among most Imperial forces. Lest you fear the Garlands might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Garlian invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land to its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garland nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. What a stand-up dude. I'll come back for you guys later. For now, I got something important to do down here. Chocobo Keep. Might I interest you in Chocobo Porter? Nope. I just want that exclamation mark gone. Alright, Nazzle Dazzle. Well, my adventurer, any comrade of Kakamehi is certain to be a great help to us. You are interested in helping, I trust. We've had our share of troubles of late, and your assistance will be most welcome. I think you will find it an equally rewarding enterprise. Alright. Suddenly, quests. But the most important one I want is this one over here. I want to get this one out of the way. Nice to love and meet you. Claytie, the adventurers guild representing the local love quest at St. Conach's Find, is seeking an adventurer to undertake Guildleves. Another adventurer's soul, welcome to St. Conach's Find. I am Claytie of the Adventurers Guild. It's my responsibility as Leathermeat to recruit hardware. Yeah, I know, you gotta test me, right? Because these contracts can be quite demanding. Blah, blah, blah. Same thing. Many of my lives will require you to travel far from the safety of this encampment. Creatures which roam Mordona are not to be trifled with, and I have no desire to send you to your doom. I will evaluate you based on your ability to complete a battlecraft left. Oh, and you should know that I was selected for this post due to my military experience. Do not expect your trial to be an easy one. Alright, gotta do this. A totalist taken? I should remind you that the client explicitly requested live specimens. Essentially, you do not slay the Nixes. Once you have sufficiently weakened your core, you seize your attacks and attempt to soothe it. However, you must take care when attempting to do so. If the attempt fails, the beast may be driven into a frenzy. Use Soothe. Use Soothe, do not kill. Force Soothe. Keep it at level or go hard. Let's go hard. Annoying hippo. Soothe. Tongue lashing. Is he still hitting the Soothe one? Yeah. I don't think chocobos are annoying. Soothe. Ah, jerk. Soothe. Help me, chocobo, stop hitting the invincible one. I'm gonna get tongued, aren't I? Whee! Did you Soothe? All done. Based on reports from the local Lev watches, I am more than satisfied with the qualifications. Client was most pleased as well and would like you to have this. And I get a bunch of bonus stuff and adventure. Thanks. Now I can do lives here. If you want for more lives, you need to only ask. We all look forward to your turn. Alright, I can do lives here now. There's also summoner things to do here. Hello, Ram Bros. What's up, my bro? Mitra, I expect you to make an appearance before long, but I presume this fine lady is the new summoner I've heard so much about? Yes, hopefully the 1st of May. Now, pray tell me, Rambros, has the Discovery Allegan made Evoker's attire been confirmed? It has. Truly a historical find. Then I would ask a boon of you, my friend. You recall the predicament in which I spoke. Our chances are would be greatly improved if you would consider allowing Monica to wear the Allegan garments. Well, she is a summoner after all, and I must confess to no small degree of scholarly curiosity as to the effects the attire will have on one with the appropriate training. These finds are, however, the result of much sweat and even a few tears on the part of our excavation team. 'Tis a frustrating task at times, and I fear they will be loath to part with the garments without some measure of recompense for their efforts. Allow me, though, to offer a solution. Metallic monstrosity of Allegan construction known as Mirrorites have risen from the dig sites scattered across Mordona. They say these pose a dangerous threat to our excavators. I suggest you speak with my 3 field researchers and dispose of any such nasty hindrances to their work. I dare say they will then gladly surrender the pieces of the attire they hold. Once you have confirmed our dig sites suitably empty of armored horrors, I will see you rewarded with the garment that I myself recovered from the ruins. Hello. Mono researcher talking to him through the pillar. And looks just over yonder. I can scarce think straight with that thing wanting. Oh, god damn it. Enemy, please. What is my chocobo doing? Chocobo, please. Here comes a SWAT. SWAT! Right, you have my thanks. Now I might be finally able to concentrate on my tasks. If I'm not mistaken, you were to search in the Evoker's Tower. I have one of those wondrous pieces right here. You are most welcome to it. Thanks. Alright, next researcher. Hello, more monsters. Praise the gods. Rambro said an adventure would be long. Please, you must destroy that thing. Give it some festers. Uncle Fester. Unmanned researcher. Thank you for limiting the source of my recent nightmares. I do not really stutter so, you see, but abject terror has that effect on folk. Now I make sure that you have needed this Allegan garment. I should be glad to see it put to practical use rather than shut away in some dusty vault. Thanks. Thanks, Lala friend. Seemingly unmoved researcher. Very nice. Yes, I've become quite positive. I'll be most appreciative if were you to eliminate the creaking pest that has been plaguing me of late. Boop. Boop. I'll get fucked. It's like, no, please no. Fascinating. I never thought that I would be fortunate enough to observe a conflict against an Allegan construction at such close quarters. This has been a deeply enriching experience. If the price is to be my piece of the Evoker's Tower, then so be it. Thanks. Alright, sweet, new armor. Have to make room, though. Alright, my bro. Ah, the champion of my researchers returns. With the ruins now free of Mirrorites, the expedition can proceed at a far more satisfying pace. Trembling in fear for one's life makes it astonishingly difficult to handle ancient artifacts that have a tendency to crumble into dust. You performed valuable duty for us. As promised, you shall have the summer's garment uncovered by my own hand as your reward. Ah yes, Mitra mentioned she would await you at Apkalu Falls. It seems there was no doubt in her mind that you would succeed here. I'm gonna have to do some John Cena-ing to make it through these areas. It's like level 45 quest, please go through this level 48 area. I already did my dailies for the day. Just dash through here, can't be seen. At least looks like this place is mostly out of the way of all the enemies. Alright, we'll pray here. Wait. Sit down to pray? No kneeling? Alright, next location. I'm not attuned to that either, right? I gotta go from here. My inventory space. Making my way all the way up here. Finally get attuned to this aetherite. Touch it with my hand. Beam! Remove this marker. Hello! Ooh, Lala. Hello, Lala. I believe there's a time node hiding around here. Is that the Iolite? For now, though, white mage things. Alright, sit down to pray. Oh wait, I guess I gotta get off my mount. Sit down to pray. Suddenly gear. Inventory space. Alright, we're done here, but we're gonna have another 45 quests to do. Your safe return heartens me. I can feel newfound power emanating from the garb I gave you. I trust that the stage of your pilgrimage was a success. Now that you have traveled the realm and seen the land as Master Toa did, I would share with you the rest of his tale. The histories claim that Etowah disappeared in the mountains of Ogamoro, the Kobold motherland. This is not untrue, but there is more to the story. When the great mage did not return from his journey, one of his most devoted students went in search of him. As legends have it, the young mage single-handedly fought off veritable legions of kobolds while scaring the mountains of any sign of his master. Sadly, it was as all had feared. Though the young mage eventually found his master, the great Etowah lived no more. As if the death of the man were not enough, Thyrus, Etowah's great staff, a mighty relic passed down... Wait, isn't that the relic weapon? Passed down by his ancestor, was lost to the shadows. Undeterred, the young mage fought off the kobold hordes to carry his master's remains back to the surface. Ceremony was held to honor Master Toa's life and deeds, and urns housing his ashes were carried off to the far-reaching frontiers of which he was so fond of in his living years. All the urns had except for one. Yes, though the precise location is known to only a few, Master Toa also rests closer to home. Here in the Twelves, not far from Proud Creek, you will find yet another monument to the great mage. Take with you this habit and pay your respects as before. If you keep pure intentions in your heart and in your mind, then the healer's robe shall be your reward. They're taking me all across the realm for all these quests. So I have to also open this beast tribe, which I won't be able to do because you're only allowed to do 12 quests per day. And it's taken up by all the other beast tribes. Into this dangerous area. It would have been easier to come from the other side. Well, this is really inconvenient. It's like, fine if you insist. Alright, sit down and pray here too. Hooray, praying. Oh, I actually have to click on the part. Etowah can't has been lost here. Return to Camp Tranquil and seek counsel. Etowah can't do it. A long-ass quest. Here you go. Have this. The urn holding your master was stolen? This cannot be. Grave robbery is a damnable enough crime in itself, but what manner of scoundrel would dare defile the resting place of a Padgel? Rest assured that I will investigate this heinous crime immediately. In the meantime, your pilgrimage demands you travel to one last destination. The final leg of your journey will take you to the very place the Master Toa drew his last breath, Ogamor, the homeland of the kobolds in outer Lenosha. It is there in plain sight of the kobold dig that the student of whom I spoke did erect a monument to his fallen master. Okay, going all the way there too. At least they didn't all the way in the caves. Switch back and pray here too. Sit, pray. Hooray! Alright, now we're done. Hello, welcome back. The journey was not an easy one, I trust, and yet I knew that Master Toa would guide you safely back to me. In your travels, you have received the blessings of our great ancestor, and yet this was not the sole reason I sent you on pilgrimage. Perhaps you sensed something of my intentions during your trip. As she who would inherit Master Toa's legacy, I want you to truly walk in his footsteps. See the realm in both its beauty and suffering with your own eyes, as the great mage did so long ago. And it is strange, no, a pirate's lair, a rampant jungle, mountains of fire, of all the hostile environments to which you journeyed, the single grave disposed was that which rests right here in our forest home. I expect this was the handiwork of no witless grave robber, but rather someone who knew all too well the value of that which was buried within. We must uncover the truth behind this crime and return Master Toa's ashes to their rightful resting place, and quickly. You are with me, yes? Yes. But not right now. I have stuff to do over in Apkalu Falls. Alright, all done. Snazzing new armor, even more inventory space. This is how the summers of old were clad. Well, more or less, it is unfortunate the ruins have yet to surrender the final piece of these garments. Aside from the culling, they are identical to the garb Tristan wore. He'll find no edge against you through his equipment. When next you face that murderous cad, victory will be decided purely by who is the more talented summoner. To that end, it's time you drew on your experience of defeating the primal Garuda. Yes, her aura of fickle violence is palpable upon you. It is daunting to imagine an eggy born of the Lady of the Vortex. Such unpredictable ferocity should serve you well. I'll search for a suitably airy location in which to perform the austerities of wind. You, my dear summoner, must needs prepare yourself, body and mind, for the trials ahead. I'll show you what happens if you haven't beaten Garuda at this point. Anyways, that is a lot of shit done. These quests are getting really long. So I think I'm gonna actually clean up my inventory a bunch. Alright, next time, more donuts and more quests. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!